High school has taught me things that I would never have imagined that it would. Like everyone, I made new friends, and some close friends turned into acquaintances. Either way, I've been with almost all of you since kindergarten or 6th grade, and it's come to an end quicker than I thought it would. It'll be weird going to class my first day of college and not knowing anyone, and not seeing any of the people that I've been with for what it seems like forever. I may not be friends with everyone, or talk to everyone, but not seeing familiar faces will be a change, but maybe it's also a good change. Freshman year, when I thought about being a senior, I did not imagine that it would come this fast. It seems like just last week I was here for orientation as an 8th grader. My whole experience at Baldwin is unforgettable, but it may not have always been the best. Just like every student here, I got both bad and good experiences. To end on a positive note, I'm going to talk about the bad experiences first. So freshman year started off, I guess, kind of rough, but it wasn't really that bad of a year. I was elected on to the homecoming court, which I lost, but I don't really care. But then I found out this year that it was rigged, like by a senior who didn't want me to win. So I guess as a senior now, I'm like, really, why? He does that? Because I don't even know half the freshmen's names. And then also freshman year, I made the JV cheer team, but I didn't make the competitive cheer team, even though I could tumble and half the other girls who made it couldn't tumble. So I guess that kind of sucked. But sophomore year was really boring because I don't really remember anything from it, other than taking German, which was the worst decision of my life, and I still hate that language. Junior year sucked because of SATs, and no matter how many times I took an SAT class, my score would not go up. And I was convinced that I wasn't going to get into college anywhere. And senior year has been pretty good, and as of now, I don't have any negative thoughts on it, other than regretting taking a few of the harder classes that I don't really feel like trying in anymore. Now positive things about high school. Freshman year, I made the JV cheer team. I became super close with Bree, who is now my roommate in college. I joined the Special Olympics Club, which was the best decision that I've ever made. The club taught me so much about myself and is the reason that I picked to major in occupational therapy. Each of those kids makes a bad day turn into a good day in seconds, and anyone who's in the club knows. I became close with a lot of the seniors by freshman year, which made it even more fun. When they left, I thought that I would never see any of them again, but it turns out I'm still dating one. I also was a counselor at Camp Souls, and going back there was probably the best thing ever, and I would love to continue doing that. Being a counselor gave you a lot more freedom than in 8th grade. Sophomore year, I made the JV cheer team again, and also actually made the competitive team that year. That year we went to nationals in Disney, and probably was the best thing that I ever did in high school. Although being with a team of 22 girls and walking around Disney and waiting in lines was probably the worst thing. It was so much fun actually being in Disney World. Sophomore year I also became close with everyone who I am friends with now. And even though it seems like there's always a fight over something completely irrelevant, I would do anything for them. Junior year, I took my first honors class, and it was anatomy, and I thought it was going to be super hard, but I had Mr. Bench, so it was really easy. I made varsity for cheerleading that year, and that was so much fun, cheering under the lights. That year for cheerleading, our competitive team was the varsity team, so we didn't have to combine one from JV, and it was actually probably one of the best teams ever been. And we went to WPIALs for the first time ever, and although we did not win, we qualified for states in Hershey. And being on the first team from Baldwin to go to states was pretty cool. It was the second ever WPIAL competition for cheerleading, and we got to see most of the best teams from Pennsylvania. Our whole team was determined, and we actually made it to semifinals and missed finals by 1/10 of a point. Junior year, I got onto the executive board for Special Olympics, and being ahead of the club and seeing everything that Mr. Lockwood and Mr. J do for summer games was actually pretty amazing, and now I realize why they're both so crazy. Senior year is one that I will never forget. I was asked to go to senior rec at a football game and had no clue it was coming. I got the chance again to go to states with the cheer team, and we made it to semifinals. Although we did not make it to finals again, we did sing the national anthem, which was pretty good for a bunch of cheerleaders. I was captain for the cheer team, the club softball team, and I also made NHS this year, which was a goal I had set for myself since freshman year, mainly because I wanted the blue stole. And to top off senior year, I got to open the Special Olympics Summer Games this weekend by talking, which was not as bad as I thought it would be, even though I could not say representatives for my life. The whole day was so much fun, and I loved getting to award all of the athletes after they ran or walked their races. But this year is not over, and the best memories are still to come. Overall, my high school experience was not that bad at all. I got to make memories that I will never forget with some good friends, and I could also not have asked for a better class to graduate with. Walden was good while it lasted, but I can't wait to continue my education at West Virginia University in the fall with a major of occupational therapy.